Okay guys, we're just going to do a quick tutorial on how to make this ribbon wreath that everybody's talking about. And real easy, I'm going to start with how to put the ornamator in. So what you're going to do is you're going to pop it in. I'm going to move all these out of the way so you can really see what I'm doing here. You're going to take this, you're going to pop it in underneath like this. See how I did this? Popped it right in, and I'm going to come across, put that in, and pop it like this. So I'm hoping you can see how I did that. Can you see how that looks? So it's in here and here. So I can do it one more time so you can really see it. If I can get it out. All right, so basically all we're going to do is you can start on the inside or the outside. So let's do this. Ready? So we're gonna pop this in like this. So I just hooked it like this, and then I'm going to go to the other side, grabbing, you see where I just grabbed that? Boom, on the inside. So that's what it looks like without a ribbon in it. And you guys, you can use these however you want. So I'm going to show you how I use them, and then you guys have fun and come up with some different ways. I can't wait to see what you come up with and discover, because they call it the designer's paperclip for a reason, right? Okay, so let's start by, I'm just going to do a traditional ribbon wreath, something in some plaid. Have some fun with it. Now this is a pretty wide ribbon. So basically, you should already know how to make a bow, but I'm going to go through it. You ready? So I'm going to go edge in. I turned it over into itself, so it makes a nice little loop, as large as you want. I'm going to put my edge in, bring it around, and we're going to make sure we push this up out of our way. And we're going to do them all about the same size. We want to make sure that they're not doing big, well, unless you're looking for that look. Right now, I just want everything very uniform. So you see I'm using my finger to hold everything in place as I go through. And I'm going to want to add some greens and some ornament balls to this. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you partially how I'm going to start this. So you see we have a nice little bow. And we're going to do this. We're going to turn it upside down so you can see. And we're going to take this and we're going to put it right in, just like I just showed you. Hooking it in, bringing it over to the other side, and hooking it in, and then we're going to fluff our bow just like this, okay? And I fluff as I go. So let's see, let's get another one. Now this is the basic thing. This is what you're going to do throughout the entire wreath making process. Is I'm going to come in, I'm going to measure how big this loop needs to be to fit the other ones, to measure up, and I'm going to start my process here. I'm going to make this bow again just like this. Tangled up here. Edge in, bringing it around, locking it in. And this is so fun. You know what? I'll tell you what, my kids love doing stuff like this. It's like kind of like reminds me of like quilting or knitting, or it's kind of stress relieving, you know. It's just once you know how to do it, it's easy. It's like a no-brainer. So you guys keep practicing. Okay, so here we go. We have another little bow. We're going to turn it upside down again so our distal ends are turned up towards us, and I'm going to slip it in. So I'm putting the bow in where I left off. So it's creating this little U here, okay? And I'm going to bring it back around, meeting where I started. See that? So I'm putting the butt of the ornamator in, you can see, and then I can slide this in so it matches. So I've just created this nice big bow, and then I'm going to fluff this out. And we continue to go like that all the way through our wreath. So we're going to do it again. We'll start here, and we'll start by making another loop, and then I'll stop boring you, and then we'll fast forward really fast. So I'm going to make another loop. I'm going to measure how big my loop needs. Oh, I'm out of the screen. I need to measure how big my loop needs to be. I'm going to start right here. So now I know, and I'm going to start making my bow again right here. And then we're going to put another one in, and we're going to keep on going until we fill up this whole wreath. Now, you can stop, you can put different fillers in, you can do all kinds of neat stuff. So use your imagination, get creative. I suggest starting this way, and then, you know, once you know all the rules, you can obviously break them. And boom, we're done with this. Now I'm going to come back in here, just so you see. I'm going to turn it upside down. All right. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to grab the inside of this, and I'm going to work my way back this way. So I did it upside down so you can see it that way too. So I made this loop that matches the rest of them, and then I fluff out my bow. Now let's change it up for a minute, shall we? We're going to put a green in here. Now this is super cool. See, so we're going to start off putting a little greenery in here, and this will be sewn in basically with our ribbon. So however you guys want to do it, if you want to bring this around like this, we'll put some ornament balls in here. It'll be fun, and we're going to actually sew this in. So I'm going to bend it to correspond with my wreath. So you won't see the stem in here at all. And then we'll start this. We can put like ornament stuff in there, but just so you get the basic idea, stay tuned. Okay guys, so now I've got a few ornaments. I've chosen to use some gold ornaments. We're going to go ahead and pop these on. However you choose to put them in. I'm going to do a kind of a clear and then a solid gold and then another clear. And now what's happened is I've just created this little cluster of ornaments, and this is going to actually hold in my little piece here, my greenery. I'm going to push it up like this, and once again I'm going to grab one side. I know you can't see me, but you're going to put in just the way you did the ribbon. So I grabbed one side, and I'm going to go over to the inside of the other one, just like we did the other, and pop it in like that. Now I've just locked in my little greenery piece, and I can move these things around. And we can also start with this also. We can bring this around and start our next bow and bring it around and sew this right in. So this will be hidden in there. We can bring this greenery around. This is so much fun, guys. It's just what an awesome thing to be able to create a ribbon wreath that's so intricate. It looks like it took you a year to create it, but yet you can make it and take it apart just as easily as that and change it up year after year, or do whatever. It's just such a neat little crafting idea. So what we're doing again is we're going to measure. We want to see how big we want our loop here, and we're going to make another bow. And after I get done with doing this one, I won't bore you with waiting to see another bow and another bow, but basically it's the same thing repeatedly. It's going through doing these bows, edge to edge, and we're going to do the whole wreath just like that. And we'll add in a few little other things. We can add in some pops of gold if we like. Okay, so I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go inside, hooking it on, and bringing it across all my little ornaments here, and I'm going to tuck it in. Once again, let me turn it around. I'm going to tuck it in, grab the butt of the Ornamator and tuck it in and pop it. Okay, so now it's locked on here, and we're going to go ahead and fluff our ribbon. So guys, I'm just using one ribbon, and I'm just going to keep moving through this. And once again, I'm going to start here, make my bow, and I'm going to come back up this way. So we can actually add other pops of ribbon. Okay guys, I'm going to take a little burlap and start to break up a little bit of the plaid, just for fun. I think what we'll do, instead of making a bow, I think I'm just going to bend it in half like this and pop it in here. Just let it lay there, and I'm going to start this bow, starting where I finished, measure, and start doing this. So let's make this bow. We're going to actually utilize the burlap without putting an ornamator in it. So we're just going to lay the plaid right over top of the burlap, and then just kind of put it through so we have a little interest. And there you have it. Okay, so I'm going to pop this in. I want to keep this out here. I'm going to pop this in. I wish you could see what I'm doing. Pop this in, going in, flipping it, and I'm going to come over to the other side, but I'm going to put this underneath. So I'm going to trap this underneath here, and then make sure I have enough sticking out. Pop this in. I'm going to put this underneath and come across this way, grabbing the bottom once again and popping it in. We lost this side. Alright, so here we go. Only when you're videoing does this happen. Right. Okay, so we're going to pop this in. We've got this neat little piece of burlap now coming through here. We're going to pop these out. Make these look super cool. And now we're going to start with our burlap. And I'm going to bring this over here. And I think what we'll do is we'll just continue making these little pops of burlap. I mean, what do you think? Okay, guys, so I'm going to put this next piece like this. I'm going to take my burlap and I'm just going to fold it. And we're going to start our next bow. Here, same thing. I'm just going to go like this, find out how big I need this loop to be. Bringing this around. Well, I think this is going on my door this year, guys. This is really cute. I'm liking it. Very traditional, but cute. All right, so we're just going to keep making our bows. Sorry to bore you with my bow making. It gets long, right? And here you go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to just put it like this because we just want these pops coming through. Because look how much really cool how the interest looks here. All right, and I'm going to once again, look, maybe you can see it better. My arm in the way. So I'm just going to grab it like this. I'm starting off where I left off, creating a nice loop there. And I'm going to come across, coming back here. And I'm going to put, I hope you're not confused, coming in, putting this in there like that so that it's coming through here and out. And then we're going to lay this back down. And you can see how very pretty this is. And look how what's happening here. So we're getting these nice little burlap pieces, almost like looking like a little bit of a flower. It's so cool. I love it. All right, so good idea, good idea. So we're going to keep moving like that because I'm really liking the way this is looking. And we'll keep creating these neat little pops here. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to grab another ornamator coming through here. We're going to start our next bow. And this, of course, is going to be, again, coming like this. We'll be going on the inside here. All right, and then we're just going to keep moving that way. So instead of boring you with my talking, I'm going to actually just go ahead and keep going, and I'll fast forward through it so you can watch the process. So we're going to make our loop. And keep on moving through. So you guys feel free to fast forward me through this. God knows, I know it can be boring to watch once you get the hang of it anyways. Or hopefully some of you are going, oh, that's how you do it. So that would be great too. Okay, so once again, I'm going to come back in here, flipping it over. Hopefully you can see this. My ornamator is upside down, grabbing this, hooking it in, and then we're going to go to the other side, inside here, and hook it in after I put this burlap in properly, because I want to make sure I'm getting a nice, fluff here. So I'm going to go in here, got that in between, and I'm going to lock this in. Again, same thing, same process. Bringing it around, looping it in, and then we've got this cute little burlap piece in here. It's like sewing. We're like doing this like little sewing thing. And then just open these up. And you guys don't have to put them too close together because we're using some nice big full ribbon, so we get more bang for our buck, right? And let me just remind you guys, if you go to Costco, Costco has amazing ribbon and it's really inexpensive. So definitely check that out if you haven't been there before. BJ's too, I believe. I haven't been there, but I've heard that they also have really great, incredible deals on ribbon. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through here. Once again, figure out how big of a loop we want to have and measure, and that's where we're going to start our bow. So we're going to start right here, bringing it through, making our loop, edge in, bringing it around, and I guess I should just be telling you my little song here. So we're going to do our loop, edge in, bring it around, lock it in, loop, edge in, bring it around, locking it in. And I'm not singing it. I'm just going to say it. Edge in, bring it around, lock it in. You definitely do not want to hear me sing. Loop, edge in, bring it around, lock it in. And we're just going to continue to do that. Okay, I'm sweating, just so you guys know. All right, so not that you care, I'm just telling you. All right, so we're just gonna lock this in. Once again, I'm gonna grab the inner to the outer, locking it in, so we're making a nice loop here. I'm just gonna pull this up, making a loop, bringing this over, and once again, locking it in. So it's coming around to the outside, but you guys are getting the hang of it now. I can feel it. And we're just going to keep on going like this. It's just fun. Something different, you know? Let's do something different for the holidays. Let's make these really cool wreaths for our families and our friends. And just, they're going to love it. And what a nice gift to be able to give somebody something handmade by somebody who basically maybe has never made anything. You know, you guys have an opportunity to really blow some people's minds this holiday season. So we're going to keep on moving through. I'm really liking the way the burlap's coming out. So fun, fun, fun. Okay. Once again, we're going to start here, and we're going to make a loop because we want to measure and make sure that the loop is the same size as what we're doing. So I know it's right here I want to start. And we're going to continue. Okay, we're still working. Had to go grab some more ornamators. Once again, I'm going to make a little loop, make sure we're the right size. So we keep moving through. I love making stuff. It's so much fun to just create and play around with something. A tool like this can allow you to do so many different things. Just getting this, what I'm doing here is just meant to help get you inspired and try something different. You know, everybody's so used to doing bows their way and doing wreaths a certain way. It's, you know, people are scared to try something different, and I say, you know what? You got to try. At some point, you got to do something different. You never know, you might like it, you know? So here we go. I love the idea that I'm not stuck with the same wreath year after year, even day after day. I can change it up and do something different. Okay, guys. Now, I've used about 11 or 12 ornamators so far, just to give you an idea. You don't have to use a lot of ornamators. You could do this whole wreath with a 20-pack of ornamators. It's not super expensive to create a wreath like this. And like I said, you buy your ribbon at a discounted price, like at a Costco and whatnot, and it's amazing what you can create, you know? And it just looks like $1,000,000. I love using different textures. Don't be afraid to use different textures. Ribbon that you think would never go together looks so cool together. All right, so we're going to pop this in. Once again, I'm going to go hook it in, coming around to the other side. We're rocking and rolling now. We're almost done. Look at us. Okay, guys, this is our finished product. So you can see I continued to do all the ribbons just the way that that we were doing them on the way up, and then my video recorder decided to stop recording. Yay! So I continued doing the burlap ribbon. I ran out of the plaid. So now we have the burlap ribbon done the same exact way, and you've got your finished product. So taking a good look at that. What do you guys think? It turned out pretty cool, right? I think the burlap added a nice addition to the design. So I can't wait to see what you create. Happy ornamating!